in 2018 up against Colin of Mauritius. They're the judges, including a Sri Lankan referee, Sudanta Tanagi. Three-minute rounds, and the scores of 5 judges will determine who is the winner, should it go as far as that.
First in the ring, boxing out of the red corner, representing Guyana, Colin Lewis.
So here come the fighters for the first contest of the night. Colin Lewis, first of all, from Guyana, who fought on the Gold Coast 4 years ago and looking to make a bigger impact this time around as he fights for a place in the last 8. They'll have been warming up, of course, in the dressing room prior to this ring walk, and he, as they say, is ready to go.
Boxing out of the blue corner, representing Mauritius, Colin.
And his opponent, Colin of Mauritius. Bronze medalist back in 2010 and fought at lightweight in the Olympics last year. And we've already seen him earlier in the tournament when he beat Tom Frame from Jersey in the first round. Comfortably won rounds 1 and 2. Tom Frame was coming back in the third, but then Colin nailed him and wound up giving him a count there to make the outcome a formality. And so here he is, also looking for his place in the last 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is
so here come the formal introductions.
Test fought over 3 3-minute rounds. Introducing to you first, in the red corner, representing Guyana, Colin Lewis.
29-year-old Colin Lewis.
And in the blue corner, representing Mauritius,
Colin, 35 years old, very much more experienced on the international stage. I'm watching again alongside former world super featherweight champion Barry Jones, and looking forward to a good night of action, Barry.
Yes, the morning session was fantastic, and I think it's going to be a good one tonight.
Not too many at ringside on the far side of the arena there, but there are very many more on the banked seats on all sides of the arena, watching the action here unfold.
But apparently there's some sort of football match going on in the UK today, so I've heard.
Yeah.
A big deal, isn't it?
Certainly is. We'll not give any updates on scores on that, in case anybody's recording it, wanting to watch later. There's the first decent scoring shot of the contest, that overhand right from Colin.
Well, Lewis did come out now with a decent right hand of his own. Not much weight on it. Oh, again there, nice little right hand. That's Colin swinging wild, isn't it? Off balance.
Yep. Oh, there's nothing wild about that one. He nailed him. And Lewis feeling the sharp shooting of Colin early on.
Well, Lewis he got that long reach, and it's great, but it's a long way to come back. So you saw like throwing it out, but throwing out's only one part of the jab. You've got to bring it back fast.
Big lad, Lewis, with that reach advantage, but he's not really landing very much at this stage, and Colin is looking as though he's doing a bit of a number on him in this opening round.
He's boxing well, Colin, nice and relaxed. Well, Lewis is big, but he's a big target at the minute, that's all he is. Unless he can get Colin on the end of those long arms, he's going to be in trouble here.
Very tentative in throwing out the jab, isn't he? He's waiting just too long.
Just because he got counted earlier on, I think that's just taking away his confidence in the jab, but you just got to make sure it comes back fast.
It's all the man from Mauritius dictating in the blue vest. Few being taken on gloves and arms, but he's definitely forcing the contest, Colin. Now he's walking him down a bit more purposefully, Lewis. This is where he needs to let his hands go.
Yeah, and he tried to, but he's telegraphing. He's lifting that right elbow before he throws that right hand, and that's just too big a tell for someone like Colin to not fall for.
Being told that he's using the inside of the glove, slapping is not a legitimate shot, and the referee pulling him up as a result.
Automatically, you would suspect that the shorter guy would have to get inside the reach and, you know, and be aggressive, but Colin's done a good job, hasn't he, from distance here.
Well, he's out-jabbed him, hasn't he?
Yeah, that's good timing. That is a good timing, beats, you know, reach and speed so often.
Seen fighters over the years, of course, short of stature, who had quality jabs. You being one of them.
But I wasn't short for my weight, John, just short for the average person. It's a difference.
Bell goes to end the first, and I don't think any doubt about who's taken it. We wait for confirmation from the judges, but here is the man who we reckon's taken the first 3 minutes, Louis Colin.
That was the early in the round, wasn't it? A lovely right hand and left hook, and tried to do a three-punch combination, but the first shot was a cracking punch there for Colin. And again, he did it from outside the distance, but he shouldn't really be allowed to reach the target there. But again, that jab comes down low and slow, doesn't he, from Lewis, and that's where Colin gets the invite, and he delivers a good shot, a good round there for Louis Colin.
Well, we'll wait to see what the judges have made of it, but I'd be very surprised if they don't give it all five unanimous that Louis Colin has taken the opening round. So Lewis has got to up his game. He doesn't want to be going 2 down. What can the athlete from Guyana make of it this time? Needs to make a bit more of an impact straight away. And he's come out with a bit more intent to throw that jab by the looks of it.
Yeah, but walked onto a jab there from Colin. Yes, good decision by the referee. There were 3 solid shots there.
Well, yeah, he landed clean, but he didn't look in any trouble to me, Barry.
I don't think that's really the requirement for a standing count.
Certainly in the pro game, the action would have continued. But this is really nice boxing skills being shown by Colin, looking in complete command of the contest.
Yeah, and that side-to-side movement changes direction when he's moving around the ring. That's causing Lewis plenty of problems. So a good jab there from Lewis, and that's a positive sign for him if he can work off that now.
Oh, that's the best punch of the fight so far. Landed flush, that big left hook from Colin, and for the second time in this round, standing 8 count for Colin Lewis.
Oh, good shots there. Lewis got to be careful now. He's chasing the fight, and rightly so. If he doesn't walk onto another big shot, the referee is going to call this off.
He's on the cusp of stoppage. Colin Lewis being totally outskilled, outgamed. Much too much technical ability for him from the man from Mauritius.
Well, again, though, it's not so much dancing around the ring here from Colin. It's when he's changing direction all the time. The feet are not quick enough from Lewis to cut the ring off.
Very light and athletic, isn't he, Colin?
Yeah, lovely rhythm to his work. It's a good jab there as well from Colin.
Trying to follow up with some big hooks. There's another one, landed solid. Referee allows it to go on, but this time the punch, the right hand, straight into his face. He looks annoyed as the 8th count is given, and they're separated once again. And that is that, I believe. The fight is over, and Louis Colin in the second round scores a stoppage.
Yeah, well, 3 standing counts in a row will do that, won't it? Automatic.
Lewis not happy at all.
Well, he's not happy because he probably wasn't seriously hurt, but you're taking in the amateur game, if you're taking clean shots without any response, then the referee gets a standing count. You get 3 standing counts in a round, and that is the end of the contest, unfortunately. But he was outclassed, he was outgamed in every quarter, let's be honest.
I don't think
Really
you could have
was.
any argument about the last two. There, you see, he's being nailed by 2 straight right hands. But I think he was a bit unlucky to get the 8 count with the first time.
Maybe, but, but it's also, you've got to take into account what's happened throughout the round beforehand. You know, he's pot-shotting him, really, wasn't he? Colin, all throughout the round. So, yeah, but Colin looked good. No, he was up against a guy who wasn't good enough to be in the ring with him. That's the horrible truth of it. But still got to do the job, as I keep saying. And he was nice and athletic. The movement was good. The focus was good, and the shot selection was fantastic.
Yeah, bronze medalist in 2010, and here he is in 2022, and moving into the last 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee stops the contest in round number 2. Your winner in the blue corner, representing Mauritius, Luis Colin.
Happy man, job well done. Colin Lewis looks bitterly disappointed, shaking his head disconsolately as he goes back to his corner. And, well, he's fit, he's well, he was ready, and he'll feel as though he's just simply not had the chance to fight. But that's the way it goes in amateur boxing, and a really good performance from Louis Colin. Established himself early, boxed beautifully, to be honest. Barry really did.
And in this division, which is full of talent, to get an early finish for recovery for the next round, that's a real plus for him.
Here are the highlights from the fight. And you see all the big punches. There was that first right hand. That's the one which brought him the first stoppage, followed up by more straight shots. And the Sri Lankan referee was absolutely certain it had to be the standing 8.
Oh, that's a lovely big left hook there from Colin. And again, he's shipping some heavy punishment there, Lewis, and the referee's right to step in there and call a halt to the contest.
It's